that money. I need that money. Money.
Welcome back, episode 61 of Revisited, and another one for us. Screw you people, you got your month, you got your time, it's our video.
Phil or talking about Phil, any excuse. If it was up to us, it's probably like once every 3 episodes.
Dude, legitimately.
Just to have a little fun, just to not be so angry. Because with Phil, it's like a fun anger. Because I know this dude. I've been listening to him for in 5-6 years. I don't know Mother's Basement, I don't know Nux, but this dude, I'm like, oh, this is a confirmed piece of crap. So I can let my anger out and it's still be like, you ain't never gonna change, screw you.
So Phil is categorically poor at reviewing things.
Absolutely.
He'll get information wrong, he'll absorb it wrong, he'll spew it wrong, and this is him talking about Avengers Infinity War. It was part of one of his vlogs, one of his King of Hate vlogs, talking about Christmas and stuff, and then he went right into this. I just pulled a video from YouTube that just talked about this. So if there's some type of subscribe thing that pops up, that's the person. Like, I don't know what's in the video.
Who knows? But yeah, I remember listening to this live because I listened to it live because it's Phil. I was just, that scrunched up face of just like, what? What? I remember like one point, but I just remember just shaking my head like, Phil, what the are you talking about?
And, we consume so much thing, Phil, that it can all run together.
Yeah.
So, let's see what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, we both watched. You watched the
Avengers? Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say originally. Yeah, we both watched Infinity War in preparation for this. I don't know why we do these things. Because it never pans out for us.
It's not gonna pan out.
It's not like the person is saying things in a way that would allow us to go, let me counter that with chapter 52.
He's just gonna be like, oh, this was stupid. Oh, the glove. But you don't really need to remember anything for that.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching it.
Yeah, it's still a good film.
Yeah. My biggest complaint, which I know he does not bring up, is just like, it's not really clear what each stone does. Mm-hmm. I would have liked, if not, I don't know how they could properly do it in the film, but maybe like a featurette before the film of just like, this is the soul stone, it does this is the power stone.
Or while they're explaining the stones, they're telling Stark about the stone, they tell what each one does.
Yeah. That
would have been an extra minute and a half, 2 minutes, and it would allow the audience to... But I think they're banking on you having the films beforehand, the knowledge of it, so you have a rough idea of what.
But then there's the Soul Stone, which is like, what does the Soul Stone do?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. Other than that, it's a very solid film. Oh my! First off, wait a second, real quick. Yeah. Look at them in subs.
Oh,
holy!
He would murder for subs like that these days. He's got channel members at like 280, and he's like, "We're dropping 30, guys. I don't know what to do."
Oh man, I'm pretty sure this was during the Tut thing. That was Tut's doing of 17. That is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
I don't see how.
So, when people are talking about Phil is making roughly as much as he was before, sure, through tips and stuff, but the subs are not there.
And this was not all just tier 1s. This was tier 2s and 3s as well. Homeboy was cashing out
massively. And where did he go? Where do these people go after the fact?
What do you do? How do you reconcile with yourself? It's just like, dang, I really spent $6,000 on this dude, and he's in the exact same position or a worse position now. How do you sit there? I could have done a whole lot of stuff with that money. Because, I got my little figures, but I'm like, I'm not, that was $20, $30 all up there, like $200. Like, what did $200? For like $6,000, $7,000, and you basically just forgotten the year after.
But then with your figures, you have some value of it, of being able to see
Phil
it.
nothing to show for it.
The best you can say there's something to show for it is if you go back and watch the videos, your name's up there. That's the most you can get out of it.
Boy, what? Are you more trepidatious or just like, I don't want to cash out on people anymore because of Phil? Or do you just go, no, that was just Phil? Phil being a piece of crap and just forgetting, and then once to touch it, oh, he was a child and all this crap once that happened. I don't know.
I don't think you drop as much money anymore.
That's definitely
or you spread it out. So 6,000 amongst 100 people or something. So everybody gets like 600, which they would very much appreciate.
Also, the background, if you told me that he had a 6-year-old son and they put up the lights and stockings, I would believe it.
Yeah, this is shoddy work.
This is very just like what this is let me decorate my cubicle for Christmas type of thing. Just put some lights and stockings up.
And the I don't know if it's the white balance or just the lights themselves or whatever, but it's giving off a huge glow. This is not what you usually are.
Man.
Just look at the lights. It's like the sun.
So, one of the biggest movies, of course, of 2018 was...
Dude, when he was moving like that, his background looks green screen. Just watch the foreground and then the background.
So, one of the biggest movies...
Oh my goodness.
One of the biggest movies, of course, of 2018 was Avengers Infinity War. And, of course, all year everyone asked me, did I see this movie? And the answer I kept telling everyone was no. I didn't see any movies. I don't think I went to the movies once in 2018.
2018 was my largest movie going year.
What's wrong with this dude?
The Movie Pass had us eating.
Was Cat around at this time?
I think this was still... No, Cat's been there for 3 years. So she would have been here because... She got there, No, this might have been the time she put up the Christmas decorations with them.
Hang on.
And that would make a lot of sense. That might have been around the Escort saga.
Because I know Phil is just like, oh, Cat's girlfriend, Cat's old boyfriend, he hated Marvel movies, so she doesn't want to go, and if she doesn't want to go, Phil physically cannot go.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
So DSP and Cat's incredibly awkward video was in March
of
2018.
Oh yeah, no. Then this is end of 2018.
Okay, so yeah. So she's the reason. But then again, he says he didn't see any movies.
And even if she was the reason, you can go look. This is an event. You don't want to go? I'll go. Enjoy your day here.
He might be one of those people like, I can't go to the movie theaters by myself. Or he's just a lame, which we know that he factually is.
Bruh, I was skipping to my lure to that theater. 10 a.m., 10 p.m. I ain't giving I had free time. I'm watching movie.
To see a movie. Everything was at home because I didn't have a lot of money this year,
Oh, okay, that's what it was. You can't spend $20 to go to the movie theaters.
And if you're not taking Cats, it'd be closer to $15 depending on when you go. Because you set your own hours so you can get a matinee for like $6 before 4 p.m. And then a small popcorn and a small drink, you probably $13 all up.
You got enough money to buy your own shirt? That mug was $20 plus shipping. The lights, the dog, the garland.
That dog made a return?
I don't think so. You know what? We're going to see it this year because he's a recycling.
Dude.
I expect to see in Christmas decorations for Halloween. He's so cheap. He's just like, whatever I got. I don't care. Hey, here's a picture of me and Rambo. Whatever.
I have money to go blow on this kind of stuff. And, some people even offered, we'll pay you to go see it. And I was like, no, I got to work. That's the other thing. Like, time away.
You got days off.
You got days off. And your days off are not 24 from waking moment to sleeping moment doing stuff.
All just going out and shopping and doing whatever. You telling me you don't have 3 hours to go to the... I got no time. This is a piece of garbage. All these just dumb excuses. I ain't got no money. You ain't got $25?
Max.
Over the course of an entire year?
Like, you know this is coming out. So you're penny pinching so hard. You can't put away $1 a week, $4 a month, and in 5 months you'll be ready to go to the movie pictures? $5 a month, and in 4 months you can go to the movie pictures?
And that's if you rocking with snacks. If you don't, or if you just grab a Kit Kat and a Snickers and pop that boy into your pocket, you saving money there. You're just like, I ain't got no popcorn, but I got some Milk Duds. There's a Target right up the street from our favorite movie theaters. I'll load my... They don't check bags.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care. So
They know what people doing.
Yeah.
I done walked in there just a jangling with in budget
Pockets
crunches.
full. Sweatpants just full.
Oh yeah, we need to check that bag. Here you go. Yep, go right ahead, sir. No, you don't even need to show your ticket. Just go.
From streaming to go watch a movie is time that I need to make money. So I never saw it. Finally, it was made available on demand on Netflix this week. And I already knew the whole plot because I read spoilers online on purpose because I didn't want people trying to come into my streams and basically spoiling and doing shit like that. I'll just read the fuck.
So you cared enough to not want to be spoiled, but didn't care enough to go during one of your days off.
Just one.
And didn't care enough to try to wait until it was out. I don't think Infinity War was that spoiled. I think Endgame was spoiled. Like, they couldn't wait.
Probably just the snap.
I mean, but Thanos wins in that one.
Yeah.
People that know Avengers, like non-casually, I mean the most casual, knew it was originally a 2-parter. And so there's a second part coming.
It's going to be something. He's not just going to fly away defeated and go, well, I'll get you next time. No, it's going to be something happening.
We'll get you, Captain Planet.
Hoggish greedily. But he also didn't care enough to try to stop the spoilers.
Yeah.
He didn't kind of mute it on Twitter. Didn't try to discourage it from his chat.
Can't you mute words on chat?
Pretty sure you can. Especially on Twitch. Which is where he was back then. Okay.
For myself, so I understand what they're doing with this movie, okay? I have mixed feelings about it. I definitely have mixed feelings about it. Now, I'm going to say this. For those of you who didn't see the movie, I'm talking about the movie. There will be spoilers, okay? So if you don't want...
What was his hands doing? Why was one of his hands full open and the other was doing the Italian thing?
Pasta Fazool playing.
What is this? What is this freeze frame?
Dude, his mouth is slit and his eyes are wide.
I don't even know what expression this is. This isn't fear. This isn't excitement. This isn't like trepidation. This is nothing.
He is just bearing into your soul. Holy ho!
Okay, so if you don't want to hear spoilers about this movie, go take a break. What I'm going to do is talk about Infinity War, then take a break on the stream, so you could just go away until I come back from break, okay? But I don't want anyone who hasn't seen Infinity War to be spoiled. If you're watching the video on YouTube...
Yeah, we got it. All you need to say is, there's going to be spoilers. Come back if you... in 2 sentences. People understand what spoilers are. Move on.
There's going to be spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2. And it's not even near, because it's not like he's immediately going to go, he snapped everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like talking about the movie. There are going to be spoilers. 5, 4,
Why
3,
didn't he just
2,
type
1.
up just like, hey, spoilers, come back in 20 minutes? Nah, that's work.
This segment will be about Infinity War. You'll want to skip it, okay? There will be spoilers. Spoiler alert. Okay, I think I've given enough of a spoiler alert, all right? So,
This dude is impossible.
Yeah.
first thing,
Sure.
I really liked the action sequences in this movie. They were
course you
very
do.
well choreographed and designed, although every single one of them was CGI. You guys know how I feel about CGI. I don't like movies that are all CGI. And it was sad because the very first scene, Thanos is holding a guy who's supposed to be a human writhing in pain, and you can tell he's just a fucking CGI model. It's,
Yeah,
I
that was
hate
a
that
little
shit.
weird.
They couldn't superimpose a human to make it look realistic. No,
Pause. Thanos is like 9 feet tall.
What are they going to do?
What do you want, Phil? What are the options? Put a dude on stilts? Josh Brolin is an older gentleman.
shit. So what I don't get about these movies, like, really well written dialogue, intricate plot, great acting, and then the CGI sequence looks like shit. I just get it.
There were a few places where there was some wonky CGI.
Yes.
Bruce Banner's head outside of the
Outside
giant Hulk,
that always looked not great.
and you could see Loki when Thanos grabs him is wonky. That's about what I can give you off the top of my head.
Me off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else. Even Big Peter Dinklage looked pretty good.
Yeah, maybe the green screen when he's doing the Titan backstory. I can give you that one too.
I thought that looks good.
It was good enough, but you could tell he was just in front of a screen.
But it was also kind of a construct that he made himself.
It pisses me off. Okay.
I'm so mad that these people can't get CG 100% awesomely.
To my liking.
Dude, CG is hard.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when you got multiple people, multiple different perspectives,
Multiple studios working on different things.
multiple ways to do the green screen, because you got Groot and Rocket Raccoon and Thanos, and it's a whole lot to do, and a whole lot of different backgrounds and everything. There's a whole lot to do, Phil. Some things can be excused, but if it looked bad to you, it looked bad to you, Phil.
Me off. Okay. But I did actually like the combat, like seeing some of these action sequences. The first action sequence in New York City, where you got Doctor Strange and what's his name? Is his name Wang or whatever? His friend, fighting. I forget his name too. Oh God, I can't remember the guy who has the telekinetic powers. And really cool fight where they're using magic versus his powers, and they're throwing these objects around, and then zoom to the other side of town where Iron Man and Spider-Man are fighting, the big roided dude. Really cool fight. And really well done, in my opinion. Is it Wang? It's Wong. I was off by one letter. It's Wong, not Wang. My bad.
Okay, so what Phil just explained there was nothing.
Yes.
Because you could say the same thing for almost any movie with action, and you explained nothing.
Absolutely.
Choreographed well, really well done. When things are flying around, it's awesome.
Doesn't explain why, doesn't explain how, doesn't explain like
Choreographed, like
the funny dialogue or anything. Just says it's done and holds his hands up in prayer.
Oh, not Wang. My bad. So it was Wong and Doctor Strange fighting what's his face. I don't think anyone even knows their fucking names. I know they're part of the Black Order. Like, you know what? Hold on. I'll tell you their names right now. Want to know why? Because they're all in my mobile game.
oh no.
Oh no. Especially since he said he stopped playing mobile games after Cat moved.
Dude, that's just a straight up lie. Because I could even go with I keep it installed, but I didn't play it. But this is months after.
Months.
Like, she just got here, and now I'm in the process of deleting everything. I had quite a few games, so I'm deleting everything. I just haven't deleted this yet. It was months later.
He instantly just went, let me check my mobile game. Hey, you see that number up there? 1762?
We know where that
he
went.
re-downloaded that boy just like, hey.
Because they're all in my mobile game. They're all characters in my mobile game, Marvel Future Fight, that's booting up right now. And no, I'm not paid for a plug. This is a mobile game I played for years. So I have them all. I can tell you their real names. Hold on.
I have them all. They were paid to acquire.
I've played them for years, Phil. So, there's also the thing of why would somebody instantly just go, Phil got a sponsorship from them? Who would instantly go with that by him just simply mentioning and opening up a game?
Because he doesn't want to act like a shield.
But who would think that?
Phil thinks people think that. And that's enough.
So he's just cutting it off at the pass.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
it's
no, it's not even like that. I'm not being paid to play this. I just play this for my own enjoyment.
What's the problem?
What is the issue here?
I think the big guy's name was like Obsidian.
Could you go back to that laugh?
So I have them all. I can tell you their real names. Hold on.
That's like grandfather's old laugh.
It's like the penguin.
What's that snake laugh? Dude, imagine you tell somebody a joke and they just go.
They be
Like
a
the
joke.
dog from Wacky Races. It's Snidely Whiplash.
Or was it Dick Dastardly?
Yeah. Holy crap. I have them all. I've been playing for years.
Real names. Hold on. I think the big guy's name was like Obsidian Cull or something like that. I know
it's
the
like
woman's name is
something
Proxima Midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight was...
They're all part of the Black Order, who's supposed to be an elite group of aliens that fight for Thanos.
Does this matter,
Corvus
Phil?
Glaive was the dude with the double spear. Cull Obsidian was the name of the big roided dude, basically. Yeah, Proxima Midnight was the chick.
Yep.
And then the telekinetic guy was Ebony Maw. Okay, there you go.
You're never
So I
gonna
thought the
mention them
fights
again.
with them were actually really good and well choreographed, and I actually really enjoyed that.
Really good, but well choreographed, and I really enjoyed it. Phil is the type of people that we constantly complain about.
Yes, 1,000,000%.
He is just saying stuff. Because they had, the fight with Vision, the end fight.
They had the New York fight, the fight with Vision. Yep, the end fight.
So he's just lumping them all together and just go, I liked them all. They were all good. I enjoyed them all. Good choreography. What choreography? Somebody swung something and they ducked. Somebody dodged. Well, what, Phil?
I would say probably the best choreography would be the Black Widow Vision fight, because there's moving pieces everywhere, and I could see that one. The New York one was cool too.
I'd say everybody versus Thanos.
Yeah, sure,
With
sure.
everybody,
That would work.
with them.
Yeah, that, you know what, that works.
In portals and.
I don't think the end fight was very well choreographed. It was just a bunch of creatures.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. The final fight, I thought, was 100% a ripoff of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Like, that fight was meant to emulate that fight where, oh, look, it's an army of enemies, and they're trying to break the defenses, and then they find a way to break the defenses, and then the heroes come out, and there's a big epic showdown, and look, they're competing.
They didn't break the
They
defenses.
most certainly did not.
A few got through, and they went, nah, open it up, because...
Let's focus them all here. Instead of them breaking through and them all being all around, and we have to fly around to figure out where they are, we can all just attack them right here and now. And an army trying to get through, an army breaking through. This is an army. Like,
it's storytelling. Like, it's been in stories forever.
seriously.
An army breaking through defenses, and then the heroes come out to fight.
And then somebody shows up later to save them.
Find a way to break the defenses, and then the heroes come out, and there's a big epic showdown, and look, they're competing to kill the enemies, much like how Gimli and Legolas were competing to kill the enemies. Now the heroes are competing to kill the enemies, and everything's...
Do you mean there was a competition between the Avengers where it's like, I'm gonna kill more? Or is he just going...
No, these people fought with the armies and these people fought with the armies. Just like in Lord of the Rings. Two armies fought each other after one army tried to get into the location of another army and then they got in. Just like in Lord of the Rings.
Is that what happened?
According to Phil, it is, and it's trying to emulate it directly. And this is an issue because, it's two armies fighting and these same beats happen. And this Lord of the Ring originated it, by the way. This dude is a monster.
going on there, and then all of a sudden, to the rescue, someone shows up at the last minute. In this case, it's Thor shows up at the last minute to save them all. You see, it was like almost the same sequence. It felt like I was watching the same sequence a second time. Okay,
Sure thing.
But anyway, I did in general enjoy the action sequences of the movie. All right, I really enjoyed the dialogue. I enjoyed seeing all the Marvel characters from all these separate Marvel movies finally interacting together for once, which we hadn't seen. I thought it was odd that Ant-Man wasn't part of it, but I guess Ant-Man and the Wasp came out.
All of them, but who was the addition in Doctor
Guardians.
Strange and Spider-Man?
And the Guardians.
And the Guardians. But other than that, we've seen them all interact in the other Avengers movies and in Civil War, Phil.
It was odd that Ant-Man wasn't part of it, but I guess Ant-Man and the Wasp came out after this movie and explained what they were doing during it, or whatever. So that's why they weren't part of it. But for me,
personally,
the dialogue was great, but the plot of this movie was all over the fucking place. Like,
it was so straightforward.
It really was.
It was so straight. Like, I don't know.
Maybe he's talking about it's all over the place because there's so many different perspectives and people that we need to jump
and different
to.
Wants and needs.
But everybody had a pretty straightforward goal.
And reasoning for going to wherever they're going and doing whatever they're doing.
As soon as you see Tony, it's just like, oh yeah, Doctor Strange. He's trying to save Doctor Strange. Boom. And then you see him again, like, oh, they're going over to the Thanos planet to meet up with Thanos because that's where the ship was going.
It's basically like Thanos' goal is to get the stones, and our goal is to find a way to stop Thanos. Whether that's getting a new weapon, whether that's stopping the time stone, whether that's going to fight him directly.
That's about it.
place. Like, what I really hate about certain superhero movies these days is that I'll suspend my disbelief.
Well, I wasn't even going to talk about it.
But he wasn't scratching it. He was just sort of smoothing it out, and then he smoothed it all out.
I wasn't even going to talk about it. Why would I talk about it?
But we have...
Why would I talk?
Is that natural looking?
It depends on your perspective, I guess. It'd be fairly natural.
Depends on if you're a maniac.
Hate about certain superhero movies these days is that I'll suspend my disbelief.
He was going here for another one too, and he's like, "Oh, let me smooth all this out."
Disbelief to a certain point, but I won't think that someone is so fucking dumb that they'll just ruin everything. Like Star-Lord losing control when they have control of Thanos and they could take the gauntlet off of him and maybe stop him. Oh, I can't control my human emotions. I'm so angsty. Let me ruin the whole thing for the entire...
What is that shaking?
So is Phil not realizing that this is Doctor Strange's one vision that they won in? Because I'm sure in one of the other ones, Peter does control it. And they get... All right, here's the thing. They get the glove off. What is the next move?
What's the next step? Because Thanos is still base level Hulk strength. And he can get
Are
it
one of
again.
them going to use it?
You can't hide it from him forever. Even if you Doctor Strange teleported away.
They have no ship. Because the one they were in crash landed. And then in the next movie, Hulk and... not Hulk, but... Iron Man and Nebula are just flying around the cosmos because they got no fuel or nothing. What is step next? Getting off the glove. Now, I troll Katana Prime a lot with the whole Star-Lord did nothing wrong and stuff. But this was the best possible outcome that Strange saw.
Yeah. Because Strange could have stopped him if he wanted to. He's Doctor Strange. You could have put a portal right underneath him. He can't outright be like, hey, let it happen. Don't interfere with Star-Lord, Iron Man, or anything.
And Phil, haven't you on stream been so angry you've yelled at your stream chat and then the next day
You've done something irrational, like, oh, that was me. I was out of character.
You know what? I was having a bad day. It happens. Blah, 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 blah. Weren't you so out of control before? So do you believe that somebody who lost the person they loved could go, you piece of and slap them?
It was an entirely believable scene. I personally don't like it.
Yeah, there's a difference between not liking it and not believing it.
It is an entirely believable scene.
Universe. What the fuck? Like, seriously? It's so lame. Or, at the very end of the movie...
Pause. That is his entire... I can't control my emotions. What the is so lame. No reasons given why.
No reasons needed.
No examples of just like, here's how it could have happened. Nothing just like, hey, Iron Man, he shoots a bullet at him and he flies away and he doesn't get to hit him. Nothing, he just goes, it's so lame and he moves on.
Do you think he's going to have a 20-year shirt? Like, do you think he makes it there?
No. He is not going to make it to 20.
What is he going to make it to?
16 at the max.
We're at 13 now.
Yes, I know.
You think he got
Dude, he's getting like 100, 200 views on
Yeah.
on new stuff.
Yeah.
He had to do his big old
Hat in
stay in
hand.
the stream, hat in hand, just like, you guys aren't watching, like, you my support and crap. Like, he had to do that. His is dwindling. He was just like, hey, on Twitch you can go onto the directory and be like, hey, new game, I'm gonna click on that and then watch me if you want to. But there is nothing like that on YouTube. So he's either gonna flounder on YouTube because he's not growing. He already said he's not growing, or he's
going down. He's dwindling, if anything.
Or he's gonna go back to Twitch,
That's
which
the
he has
move.
vehemently said he's not going to, and he's gonna have to backtrack so hard over just like, oh, it's my business, it's my life.
Yeah, that's
I can't
exactly
help
what he's
it.
gonna say. He's gonna go, guys, it just wasn't working on YouTube. I
But
love
he
YouTube.
said-
It's so much better than Twitch. But there's nothing, like, if things aren't moving forward positively, then I can't sustain
complained.
my business. And I have a family to care for. I have a wife. I have a cat. They need food.
Thumb.
They need to... I need to pay bills, hold up phone.
But yeah, he can't go back after all that talking he did against Twitch.
He went back twice.
True, but
He
this time he said,
thought you-
I'm never going back. You don't treat me like that.
The second it goes, yes, you can be an affiliate, he's going to go, guys,
Go on back.
they apologized to me. Let me read it. DarksydePhil, we apologize profusely for kicking you out of the partner program.
We were completely wrong.
We were completely wrong. You were in the right. We can't say anything publicly because of the mentally ill trolls.
We give you permission to read this on stream if you wish.
But you could be affiliate, Phil. We can't bring you back to the partnership program right now, but you could be affiliate. You are the coolest in the universe. Signed, Twitch staff, everyone.
Mr. Twitch.
Mr. Twitch.
It's right here in black and white. Hold up blindingly white phone. But the whole not gifting subscriptions
That's what
or
hurts
members, that hurts him so much.
But YouTube's supposedly working on something like that, and if they do, boy, that number's gonna jump. He's gonna go, wow, look at the growth. No, that's one dude just dropping $120 to get 40 subs, Phil.
That's what it always is.
It's always what it's been.
Or at the very end of the movie, so this is a big spoiler. When Thor comes to save the day with his magic axe, it was so lame because in the actual Infinity War storyline, there's an ultimate weapon. It's called the Ultimate Nullifier. And it's actually this cool plot line behind the scenes where Doctor Doom and Kang the Conqueror, two big ominous villains in the...
They can't use
They cannot.
Doom.
Phil, do you want this to be the exact same as in the comic books? Because you, just with your last hour-long pre-stream, you were talking about, oh, they're remakes. There's nothing new. There's nothing exciting. And you want an exact copy of the comics now? You can't have it both ways.
Did he cry about Civil War? Because that was a vastly different storyline.
Who's to say?
Two big ominous villains in the Marvel Universe are teaming up, which is unprecedented. They're two really big villains in the Marvel Universe team up behind the scenes of everything going on in the Infinity War to find the Ultimate Nullifier so they can stop Thanos, but they find it too late, and Thanos already has all the gems. Or excuse me, not Thanos. Thanos isn't the villain of the Infinity War in the Marvel comics, if you can believe it. But anyway, they finally get the Ultimate Nullifier. They shoot it at the guy who has the Infinity Gauntlet, and it doesn't work. So it's like a big build-up, and it doesn't actually do anything, okay? In this movie...
Pause. Did you want that? Did you want them to do that so you could just be like, this was a waste of time? Why did we spend all this time with Bruce Banner and Iron Man making this thing if it doesn't work? There's no winning here.
There's no winning here.
Is to get an axe. What? Why is this axe so powerful? Oh, because...
Why is Mjolnir so powerful? Because it is. Like, what is he talking about? What?
He already said that he has the ability to suspend his disbelief. They say that this is a dude that can make a Thor killing weapon.
Thanos.
He made Thanos killing weapon. He made Mjolnir. He can make an even stronger one.
It may even open up the Bifrost. The power of a star.
The power of a star.
Why is this axe so powerful? Oh, because it was planned to be the weapon of a king. But the Asgardians are pussies. Like, they got their asses whooped by Thanos and the Black Order.
Pause.
So obviously...
They got killed by Thanos and their pussies? I don't understand that. He is handling Thor. They have telekinesis. Homeboy was handling Vision.
Easily. Wanda Maximoff and Vision were basically like, we just gotta run. We cannot fight these people. It's a 2-on-2, and we have no chance to win. Wanda Maximoff, which I have no chance to win. Wanda Maximoff will win. Thanos, you dead now.
Go time.
And he went, Jesus Christ, this woman, bring all the fire.
Bring the missiles, everything.
Sir will hit Archer. Bring it, I don't got... Dude, I'm dying here. I can't win.
But yeah, like, that's not anything against the Asgardians. That's something for Thanos and his crew.
weren't actually powerful in comparison to any of these Infinity Gems. So why can they now make an axe that's more powerful than...
They didn't make the axe.
The dwarf did, who could make a weapon powerful enough to do things because Mjolnir was unbelievably powerful.
Did you watch the movie, Phil?
axe that's more powerful than the Infinity Gems? It doesn't even make sense. Like, this is what I mean. Like, plot holes like that piss me off. But
It's not a plot hole. They didn't make it. It's not like the half of the Asgardians that were left went, all right, let's
now
make this.
we can do the thing. Here we go. Tink, tink. There it is. No, it was like this ancient metal and the power of a star and this a dwarf who's just like the most creative dude and all this stuff.
like, at the very end of the movie, Thor has a chance to kill Thanos and just save everyone. And what does he do? He throws the axe and hits him in the chest.
Pause.
He threw the axe. He didn't aim for the head. Like,
He threw the axe and it hit him in the chest. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of important stuff in the chest that may or may not kill you. I don't know. Like lungs and heart and all this stuff. I don't know.
on top of that, Thor didn't know he had all the ink stones. Because the last time Thor saw him, he doesn't know about the soul stone. He doesn't know about the mind. Oh wait, he doesn't know that Vision is dead with the mind stone. He doesn't know.
Time.
He doesn't know about the time stone.
Last time he saw him, it was in the beginning of the movie, and he had 2 stones.
And he was going for the third. And he assumes he got the third.
And again, the argument is not he aimed for the chest. The argument is he didn't pull it out and then cut off his head immediately. But he said, I'm going to kill you for this in the beginning. And he wanted to be like, look, I'm killing you. You with me, and now you dead. It was a gloating moment because, as it's been shown in other movies, Thor is very arrogant. And is also for the vengeance of half of his people. So he wanted to look at the dude that killed. This is
very much Cell Gohan stuff.
A god, you have probably killed thousands, if not millions, of
3,000.
like
in
enemies.
the movie.
Probably killed thousands, if not millions, of like enemies in your life, and you don't understand to kill someone you hit them in the face.
He didn't want to kill him yet. He threw the fake axe and then went, I told you, you died for that. He wanted to look him in the eye as he slowly killed him by pushing the axe in more and more.
Yes. He was a mortally wounded dude with what Thor assumed were 2 stones.
At max 4.
Not all of them. And still, you can die. It's not just head trauma that kills people, Phil. Look at Thanos. He was clearly in pain. He was clearly hurt. He was struggling. He was like, you should go. He would. I guess we're just not accounting for that. It's only his head that can. Oh, dude.
The brain, you hit him in the chest. Like, this, see what I mean? Like, it's just bad.
So nobody's ever died from a hit in the chest.
Yeah.
Cool, Phil.
Like, this,
And
see
you
what
see
I mean?
what I
Like,
mean? It's just bad writing. You see what I mean?
in the chest. Like, this, see what I mean? Like, it's just bad writing. If that's the case, it should have just been he threw the axe and missed. Because what was the point? You know? And that's what pisses me off about it. That really is what pisses me off about that stuff. So, anyway. So, some of the things, here's some questions that I have about the movie that were never answered during the course of watching the movie that pissed me off. First of all, why did Thanos wait until just now to attack and take all these stones?
He had his people do it for him and they failed, so he went, I'll do it myself.
Trusted people who are very strong enough to take on Vision, who we've seen is also very strong himself. People like Loki, who is very strong.
And almost got it done.
People like Ronan the Accuser, who is very strong. Thanos is not an action dude. He is a king on the top of a throne going, get me my trusted people. He's not sending bums out there.
Hey, why isn't Dumbledore just fighting everybody?
Yeah. Why is Malfoy an issue? Why didn't Dumbledore just bam? Not how this works, Phil.
10 years of Marvel movies, right? We had, situations where the Infinity Stones, were completely unguarded, and
They didn't know what the stones even really were until Age of Ultron, where Thor had a vision of what the stones did, and he went, "Yo, these stones."
Yes.
fences on them whatsoever, and you could have easily been taken by Thanos and any of these Black Order people at any point during this time.
Easily. Is that why they scruckled so hard? Is that why a person died just trying to get this time stone and still did not accomplish that mission? Is that what happened?
That why Loki completely failed in his mission?
Is that why his person lost an arm and they could have been killed fighting Cap and them when they went to go save Vision? Is that why, to get the time stone, all their forces died? All his best people died? So easy.
So easy. So super easily. And we don't know exactly when Thanos learned about the Infinity Stones or created plans to go get them. Because Gamora, it was 20 years ago when all of her people were killed and everything. And he doesn't look like he was going after the stones then or anything. No gauntlet, no real plans. He was just, it looked like then he was just going after his half of the populations and then going over to another planet.
Doing it planet by planet.
Yeah, so back when the Nazis had in Tesseract, he probably didn't know about it.
Only today does Thanos decide, it's the day that I've decided it's time to go out and do this. Like,
Myself.
It's so silly because there's no actual, thing that caused him to do it.
Failure from everybody he sent before.
It was at the end of the after credit scenes of one of the movies, he said, fine, I'll do it myself. And then he did. Fine, I'll do it myself. Which means he's tired. He's just like, all right, y'all not doing it. Fine, I'll do it myself. He knows that, hey, I can trust myself to do it. I'm Thanos. Let's get this stuff done.
It would have been like, okay, Thanos finally found out where all the gems are, so now he's going. That's not even the case. He knew where some of them were before. There were references to him knowing where there were in the past. Why didn't he get them then? Why?
He knew that some were on Xandar with the Nova Corps, and he probably sent people there and get it. And they failed, so he went, I'll do it. That's the dude. Did he watch the other movies?
Did he? I don't think we have any evidence of him watching the other movies.
He now deciding to get them all in one movie. It just really doesn't make any sense. He's like,
yeah,
it's just kind of silly. Now some people will say, well, he just got the gauntlet. So what? You can still get the fucking stones first. Just don't use them, right? Because they say you need the Infinity Gauntlet to harness the power of the stones or they're uncontrollable. So just keep it in a fucking box then. You know? That's what everyone else... The Tesseract was literally a box with a fucking Infinity Stone in it. The Time Gem was a little amulet with the fucking Infinity Gem in it. So it's not like you couldn't have a way to store them. There's no explanation for it. All of a sudden we decided to make a movie and now Thanos is going to get all the gems. We couldn't do it in the last 10 years. It was too much of a chore. He was a little busy, He wanted to make sure that all his favorite TV series ended and shit before he actually had to get to business. So it's kind of silly. Okay.
I hope somebody was in chat explaining to him how stupid that point was.
He is looking at chat. He's not going to address it because he's Phil. He's got his point and he's moving on now. That was stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Why now? Oh, there's reasons. Moving on. Next point.
Another thing about these movies that I never get is the perfect timing of everything. That makes no sense. Everything just aligns perfectly for this to happen. So in the movie, the Guardians of the Galaxy just happen to decide to go to Titan, Thanos' homeworld, so that there can be an interaction. Excuse me, I skipped a part. The Guardians of the Galaxy just happened to decide to go to nowhere to meet the Collector.
It wasn't happen to decide. Thor got in the ship and went, hey, there's one of the stones are in nowhere. Nobody knows where the Soul Stone is. I'm going to go get this weapon. So they went, we'll go get that stone. You go get the weapon. Thanos just happened to be there.
Yes, Thanos was there, and he was waiting for Gamora, and then he took Gamora. What's the issue, Phil?
I think the Collector has one of the Infinity Stones. Thanos just happens to be there at the time that they are, so that he could just happen.
He was waiting for her. She said, you knew I'd come here.
Yes, this was said. She has the information. They have the information. Why would he not have the information?
So who knows how long he was actually waiting there, because he constructed a whole thing, area and world.
He destroyed it in the air and made a construct of it. And he can teleport freely.
Kidnap Gamora because hint plot exposition later on in the movie, there'll be a point where Thanos needs Gamora for something, and if he didn't have her, the whole plot couldn't advance, right? And this is what gets me is like, I hate when it's just poor writing. Oh, there's this Infinity Stone you can only get if you sacrifice the one thing that you love, and just by complete chance an hour earlier, Thanos ran into the one thing he loves.
No, it wasn't by chance.
No, it wasn't.
She said, you knew I'd come here, and he said, we need to talk because you know where the Soul Stone is.
Take me there.
Or I will continue to dismantle your sister in front of you.
If he goes and it's over there and it's just a volcano and he falls in.
That's why he took her with him, because he went, take me there.
Take
and
me.
if you are lying, she's done.
It's a sequence of events that's very logical, Phil. They knew where the stone was. Thanos knew where the stone was. Thanos knew that she knew where the stone was. Thanos waited for her to be there. Thanos took her to the stone, and hey, love, boom, dead. It's a very logical sequence of events.
I hate that.
This man is not a real person. This is not a real man.
Instead of making logical points, he just mocks it and goes, ooh. It just does jazz hands. Phil!
The one thing that you love, and just by complete chance an hour earlier, Thanos ran into the one thing he loves. I hate that shit. Like, okay, what should have happened was Thanos went to the planet, runs into, spoiler, Red Skull. Red Skull says, you need to sacrifice that which you love.
Pause. He didn't know where the planet was!
He didn't know where the stone was, sir.
Where the stone was. He didn't know that the stone was on that planet. He hacked into Gamora's database, her mind.
Nebula.
Nebula, sorry. Nebula's mind, and he was just like, Gamora goes, I know where the Soul Stone is. I destroyed the map of where it is. Boom, bang, boom. So now Thanos knows that she knows, Phil. Why would he just go to that planet? Gamora was sent out on a mission to find the Soul Stone. She reported back and said, nah, I ain't find it. Told Nebula, yeah, I did. What is the sequence of events for Phil that leads Thanos onto that planet?
Go find the Guardians, fucks the Guardians up, kidnaps Gamora, goes back and gets the gem. Not, oh, by complete chance I happened to stumble into them, and now everything comes together.
It wasn't by chance.
See, this is the Demon Slayer thing again. There is no step one. It's just, oh, he goes to the planet. How? How did he know to go to that planet, Phil? If he sent Gamora out on a mission to find it, why would he know that it's on that planet, Phil?
Phil's an idiot.
He's not very smart. He's just a dumb guy.
Phil's not very smart. I mean, he's just a dumb
Just
guy.
a dumb guy.
Yeah.
Kickstart.
I
Classic. Classic.
He used to drink energy
Guzzle
drink.
them boys daily.
With his sedentary lifestyle of just sitting
How is he
down.
not dead? Sugar and caffeine like that on a daily basis?
Not only
Plus
does
like coffee and stuff in the morning?
his
doesn't-
heart should have given out long ago.
Don't move, don't do nothing? What the Cause he used to destroy them boys.
He was crushing them.
Holy
I
crap.
got my kickstart here in 38 pack going in a week. Like, what was he doing?
Ain't going.
Trying to see how much caffeine and sugar in.
Yep.
I'm sure it's not healthy.
Oh yeah, it is
Oh no.
it's not good. It is not good.
And he was killing
He
it.
was crushing them boys. All right, Phil. Okay, you do you. Now he's just seltzer water and Mio energy drinks. Got money for that, but don't got money for $20 for the movie theaters. Okay, Phil.
How do you drink seltzer water?
Yeah, it's terrible. How do you drink in Mountain Dew Kickstart a day? After a while, wouldn't you be like, man, my teeth hurt. I'm just sitting here drinking this. I'm not even eating and drinking anything.
It might have honestly been 2 a day. It might have been 1 per
Morning and
stream.
night. How do you do that? You don't need the energy like that.
You
You're
really
sitting
don't.
down.
Like, I can understand you're trying to stay up. No, I don't understand that because you can get 8 easy. You do what? 3-hour streams with breaks in between? So you're working, what, 6 to 8 hours a day. You got hours break. You got 15-minute, 5-minute, whatever breaks whenever you feel like it.
30-minute breaks within the stream.
I don't know what.
What is the point of it? He's an older he wasn't even an older gentleman back then.
But you can get energy from, like, eating fruits and vegetables.
You absolutely
and
can.
drink a smoothie.
No. Drink a Kickstart. That's a commercial. Just drink a lot of them.
Oh, and
And
Yeah.
he did
Yep.
the classic sip.
This man is swishing carbonated drinks and sugar and all that in his mouth like that. That's not good for you, Phil.
It's like he saw one boxing match once and went, "Oh, is that how they stay hydrated?"
I need to get the back of the left cheek and everything all moist and hydrated at all times. Anytime I take a sip. It's not just to hydrate me, it's to moisten the entirety of my mouth. There we go. That's how humans drink.
hilarious too. Apparently, Thanos has an insanely huge army of people, right? So if he has an insanely huge army of minions, why the fuck didn't he send the army out to get the gems previously?
From where?
From what? A bunch of those rabid dog things. They're not mindful, clearly.
So on Xandar they would have lost because that's the Nova Corps, so they would have gotten destroyed. On Earth they would have gotten wrecked depending on how many you sent, because he sent everything. And they still almost lost. Just if it was just hands, they would have lost. If Thanos wasn't there, they would have lost.
Yes. It didn't. Loki's army in Avengers won with Thanos's.
Yep, the Chitauri.
Did he watch the other movies?
Did he watch the other movies?
Or does he just not remember them? Or is he just dumb? Or is he just pretending to be dumb?
I was only pretending to be stupid.
You got
stupid.
me. You looked stupid. What?
So
I thought that you were stupid, and I guess you're not.
you win.
You said something stupid. I thought you were stupid, but you were only pretending. Okay, what now?
If he has thousands of minions that he could have sent out over the years to grab all these gems. Why the fuck did he wait until a gem was in Wakanda? And
Thousands of minions. Mindless minions.
Rabid dogs.
That are it's like going, hey, why don't we just send an army of cats to grab that?
Yeah.
An army of rabid Wolverines to grab that.
That makes no sense.
They don't know what to grab.
They're just attacking. And he had people to do that in your Loki and your Ronins.
And they failed.
his army against the Wakandan defenses. You could have done it before, stupid.
Now, the thing that I don't understand is how he knew where the reality gem was. How would he know it's with the collector?
Mm-hmm.
That's one where I will go, what happened there? Everything else, people know where that is.
And again, it really did feel like Lord of the Rings. Like, oh, in Lord of the Rings, they've been breeding orcs for generations so they could finally...
Pause. Has he only ever seen Lord of the Rings and no other movie? So that's his only direct comparison?
It's impossible. Have you seen his movie collection?
Who's to say that he watched any of them?
Why would he have them?
For clout. Just to be like, look at my big old collection. Just look at it. I got a lot of stuff. I got money to burn. It's just burning a hole in my pocket. I got
money to blow.
I just gotta spend it on something, so I'll just make a collection of movies.
Boy, that is the type of rich that you don't need to be. Where you are perceived not to have a lot of money, then you suddenly get money and you're just going,
I'm bored, I need to spend money.
I'm bored, I need to spend money. What is that?
Well, yeah, this is, like I said, it's his only direct comparison that he's made.
attack Gondor and try to take over the humans, and it felt like, oh, he's been training his minions for generations to finally take over Wakanda. It felt like they copied it. It really did to me. Like,
That wasn't the point of having all the minions. What are you talking about? This man is an idiot.
Yes, he is. But this is not a surprise at all, really. It's Phil.
But there should be
What? Think about your next sentence carefully in the mindset of Phil. Go ahead.
There should be a tipping point to where the stupidity levels off. Like, you are so stupid at this point, that should be your level of stupid.
Because nobody's calling them on it, or the people that do call them out on it are instantly banned. And then you just got an entire chat of yes men.
And that's what Phil really wants. He wants that validation and that prestige, and just like, you're so good, Phil.
So what's the impetus of change if there's no catalyst for it? If everybody just going,
gotta get that catalyst instantly. Let's go.
Boom, boom. If everybody's going, yeah, go ahead, and the people going, wait, Phil, no, gone.
No, Phil, actually, you're rotten-limbed.
a copy and paste from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and that kind of pissed me off.
I'm so mad that this movie did something I've seen before in another movie. Mm-hmm. Not exactly same, but very much same.
Why is he watching it and just going, Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Rings, I don't...
Oh my God, and here comes Thor. It's just like that in the Lord of the Rings.
I didn't watch Fairy Tale and watch Natsu shooting fire and just go, oh, Ace. What the is this?
Oh, and now the one big thing for me that, honestly, if they go this route, this is really going to annoy me, is it seems like they may have completely changed Thanos' motivations for everything he's doing. So, in the movie, it's explained that basically he used to be one of the head researchers, scientists on his world of Titan. And his world, just like Earth, was becoming overpopulated, the resources were becoming overextended to the point where there was no way that their planet was going to be able to sustain the amount of Titans that were living on this planet.
Hey, thanks, 764
And Thanos, as the
Vinicio.
head scientific researcher, told the people on his planet, the only way we can survive is to cull the population. Half of us need to die. So what we need to do is kill the weak half of the population to make it fair, and the survival of the fittest, the strongest.
Whoa, wait.
As the head scientific researcher told the people on his planet, the only way we can survive is to cull the population. Half of us need to die. So what we need to do is kill the weak half of the population.
Wrong.
Boy, he's making movies and motivations in his mind.
What he said was dispassionate and fair to rich and poor alike.
Cut him in half.
Just in whatever lottery system, whatever it's
It
going to
was
be.
shown in the backstory of Gamora. It was just like, go over there or go over there. That's your choices. And it's just like, hey, the right side, bam, bam, bam.
Oh, that's half. I need one more over here. All right, cool. Kill him.
That's all it was. It wasn't a rich, poor, strong, weak thing. It was just pure luck. It's same thing with the snap itself. It's just like, hey, this is all equal. Half y'all gonna die. Strength doesn't matter. Weakness, old age, doesn't matter. Snap dead. Where did he get this from? Did he read a review and just sort of implanted his own opinions in there as well?
He hasn't talked too much about the more intricate parts of the movie, so maybe.
Because he just goes, yo, the dialogue was good, and gave 0 examples of any dialogue.
To make it fair, and the survival of the fittest, the strongest survive, they keep the resources, and then we'll survive. But apparently his people didn't agree with him, and his whole planet was destroyed because they overused all the resources. There was a war, and the whole planet was destroyed, right? Okay, I get that. But now all of a sudden, I've decided I'll just do it to the whole universe. Since my people didn't listen to me, and our world got destroyed, I'm just gonna find these infinity gems and destroy the whole fucking universe.
That's why you think he big mad because nobody listened to him? Or is he going, hey, our universe's resources are finite.
Yes.
I've seen
I've seen what happens. Y'all gonna die if this continues down this road, so I'm gonna stop it preemptively.
I don't want everybody and everything dead, so half of us just gotta go.
And then the resources will be split. There are more resources for everybody. Like, easy thing to put again. It's a sequential line that leads up to this point. You gotta put 2 and 2 together.
Like, what? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, that's a terrible motivation. And to me, the motivation that he's using to do it is the motivation of Apocalypse. For those who are X-Men fans, Apocalypse.
And again, he just goes, it doesn't make sense. And that's it.
And then compares it to something else that also do roughly same.
Yes.
Now, Apocalypse is truly the strongest. That's not what Thanos was about.
Was supposed to be an alien, okay, who's the origin of mutants on Earth. Apparently, Apocalypse was an alien who landed on Earth in Egypt, and they used his blood to put into other humans and made them the first mutants. And they became the chosen race, the ones who were going to be the inheritors of the Earth. And basically, Apocalypse
yeah, it was like Legolas in Lord of the Rings.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
not everybody watched Lord of the Rings.
The inheritors of the Earth.
He's a baffling man.
Dude, what a perfect way to put Phil. He is a baffling man. I just don't understand 95% of the things he does.
The inner workings of his mind are an enigma.
And it would be the greatest case study ever.
Absolutely. There should legit be some sort of scientist or some
type of
psychologist or something that studies this dude and just goes,
hey, this is for my PhD. This is my dissertation. the mind of DarksydePhil Burnell.
It's like, is this an act? Is he just really that dumb? Is he that egotistical? What's going on here?
Going to be the inheritors of the earth, and basically Apocalypse's mentality was survival of the fittest. Only those who are the strong should survive, and he wanted to cull the humans and make it basically a planet.
So that's what happened. He was just like, once he started hearing the cutting in half, he just goes, oh, just like Apocalypse.
Yep.
And he basically just stopped listening and just conflated the two.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep. Also, dude, I am big mad. I thought you had used all my baby carrots in the pot roast, and I went down there. I was like, I had a whole bag. They're expired. I was like, because I've been craving some baby carrots.
You don't need a whole lot of carrots for that.
I do.
And also, I bought my own.
It was like
I didn't want to use yours.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just like the cross wires in hot dogs.
Okay, and it was kind of the same thing. They turned Thanos into Apocalypse. It's the same
didn't.
exact reasoning that
No, it's
Apocalypse.
not.
The same exact reasoning. Yep.
Hey, the strongest should survive here, so kill the humans. Hey, our resources are finite and dwindling while our population is growing. Let's kill half the population dispassionately. Just random and fair for everybody, so the rest can survive. Either everybody dies or half of us can survive and live on.
And then the very next, I don't know if he's going to bring this up, but the thing that also comes with that is, why not just snap and create more resources? To which I just go, yes, Thanos could have done that, but Thanos believed in his reasoning, and
that's the mind of a rational person.
yes.
Thanos is a madman. He is mad. He
goes,
believes his way is the best.
It would have worked on my planet. I'll show you guys that it worked, that it's gonna work.
You can rationally think of how Thanos could have did it, but Thanos didn't actually want what was best for the universe. He wanted what was best in his mind for the universe.
He believed in it. And
he believed in it.
That's all we can do. It's just like, hey, he believes in it. This is his motivation. It's logical to him, and it makes sense to us. Now, we can think of better options, absolutely. Make a whole new planet with the same resources and put half people over there. Hey, whatever. But, you know, he believed it.
Books. And it's sad because that's not Thanos' motivation. Now,
it definitely isn't, Phil. It's 1,000,000% not his motivation. Phil.
It's really not even what he's gonna compare it to the comics, but he's just wrong in the fact and what he believed his motivation was.
And is he gonna talk about Thanos trying to court death?
Yes, I remember that. That's the thing that I remember.
Another spoiler. Even if you saw the movie, this is a new spoiler. All right. So I don't know if this is what they're going for, guys. And if they don't, I'll be very disappointed, because here's the true motivation of Thanos in Marvel Comics. Okay. Thanos is the ultimate romance story. And basically what the point is, it doesn't matter how strong you are, it doesn't matter how omnipotent you are, that emotional feelings can still take you over, and the power of love or desire.
What's the problem?
But he can't understand why
With
Star-Lord?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's the problem? State your reasoning. Are you going to be like Phil, where you just say something and then move on? Or are you going to explain it? No? You're not going to explain it? Oh, you're just like Phil then. A bum.
Should it need to be explained?
Yes.
He said it both times. He said it.
Yes, he did.
Said it.
I am disappointed that they're not going with this love story, romance, all this stuff. But I don't know. Well, human emotions.
It can
thrust
show
arms.
why love can just take you over. But I don't understand why the loss of love took him over.
What's the problem?
What I just said.
That's not a problem.
It most certainly is.
It's not a problem for Phil. That criticism is over. It's all the way back there. Sorry.
Pig hole.
Yeah.
Memory hole.
I don't know what to say. It's over there. I'm on to a new thing.
emotional feelings can still take you over, and
Emotional feelings.
Are you saying that sounds like a robot? Are you saying that sounds like if the human race was extinct and an alien in 1 billion years picks up a book and goes, emotional feelings? Is that what you're saying about our boy Phil?
Somewhere in that area.
emotional feelings can still take you over, and the power of love or desire can take you over and make you do irrational things. And that was always...
What are you... Dude, you cannot be this dumb.
He can't be that thick.
You cannot be that pig-headed where you go, the Star-Lord is so lame, why would he
Holy
do that?
crap.
And then go,
My human emotions.
I'm going to be disappointed if they don't go with this because it shows how love can just take you over and make you do irrational
Holy
things.
crap.
Star-Lord wasn't rational. Love can make you do irrational things. Star-Lord was lame. I'm going to be disappointed if they don't make Thanos irrationally like this because of love. What a dude.
Never
Did he even
changed.
think?
No, he didn't, as a matter of fact. He didn't put those two things together. Because that's the criticism back there. And now this is a whole new criticism. It's a whole new box. That box is over there.
Did he watch these movies?
Did he? Did he? Because he's already said that he's been spoiled by it. So if he did watch it, he just like, yeah, I already know what's going on. And he played his in Marvel game, which he factually had.
Hey, it's that character. Let me get them.
Cha-ching.
the point of the Thanos storyline. This was a guy who had everything. He had the ultimate power, and what did he do? He tried to get a girl. So in the actual plot line of Marvel Comics, of all things, Thanos falls in love with death. He actually wants to court death. And there's actually a line, and I forget which movie it is. It might be Avengers, or it might be Guardians. And one of the first movie scenes, early on, the first time we ever really saw Thanos in the Marvel movies, his assistant says to him, oh, it seems like to finally go after these humans or these Avengers is to court death. And it's kind of like a nudge to the Marvel Comics, motivations that Thanos used to have.
What? What?
Why did he do the half chicken dance
for so long? He did it for like 8 pumps.
To the Marvel Comics, motivations that Thanos...
What is he doing?
He's still going, dude.
What?
It's like a nudge to the Marvel and he's still pumping. What is he doing?
Holy crap! This is a dude that should not be on camera. Cause he's just like a nudge, and then in his mind, does he just go, "That's enough nudging," or does he? Oh, my arm is tight. What is in his? Or did he just forget that he's doing it? and he's just like,
or is it like, the nudging was still part of that sentence? So once the sentence
ends, the nudging also ends. They must end at the same time, otherwise there's imbalance.
Like a nudge to the Marvel Comics, motivations that Thanos used to have.
And as he's doing it, he's losing steam. It just gets lower and lower.
And it's kind of like a nudge to the Marvel Comics.
It starts going lower and he starts going slower. It's like, Holy.
And it's kind of like a nudge to the Marvel Comics, motivations that Thanos used to have.
Oh my goodness.
It's like his arm has a mind of its own. Because he's still moving his head and his eyes and doing all the expressive stuff while his arms just going
wild.
And it's kind of like a nudge to the Marvel Comics, motivations that Thanos used to have.
even understand. Dude, it feels so unnatural to just
Yo,
go
it
down
does.
like that.
You have to think about doing that.
Like, that feels so weird.
Like you mechanically know. Oh, I'm my hand just moved. Whatever. You gotta think about this, dude. I feel it in my shoulder doing it. What is he doing?
What?
It wasn't even a nudge. It was a flap.
That's kind of like a nudge to the audience. That's all it is, just two. You got it. Please, and chicken dancing his way to the bank, and then he just stops and lowers and just gets sadder and slower and stops.
Oh man.
So Thanos, the only way Thanos could get Death's attention would be to kill a ton of people. So he got the Infinity Gems to kill almost everyone to get Death's attention and say, look, I'm omnipotent, notice me. Because otherwise, with all the power and all the things and accomplishments he had done, he could never get Death to notice him. Now you may be saying, that doesn't make sense. Death is what is Death? In the Marvel Universe, Death is a woman called Lady Death. And it's an actual creature, an entity. Not just an
we know what a woman
ambiguous
is.
thing that happens to all living creatures,
A
but it's
creature.
actual thing that takes your life
Yeah,
essence
we know.
when you die.
We heard you.
So he wants to court and basically be in a romantic relationship with Death, and getting the Infinity Stones is the only way he can get her attention, basically. Okay? Now, a lot of you may say this is lame. This is just the original plot line. And it seemed to me like building up, especially with that reference I said, to the court Death reference, they had said,
No, he did not just
He
nudge.
absolutely did.
the court Death reference, they had said,
This is impossible. Dude, this is literally impossible. I cannot be on the planet, the same planet with a
Seriously.
man like this.
Breathing the same air, looking
How
at
did
the
he-
same moon.
And it's just like I said before, nudge, nudge.
This is unbelievable.
It's like he thinks he's talking to first graders.
Seriously.
Because, I remember the nudge thing? That's what it...
especially with that reference I said, to the court Death reference, they had said, as like a little nudge to Marvel fans,
I don't know.
Like,
We should just end the video.
I don't know, man. Like, do we just leave him alone forever now? Like, okay, this dude, he's got problems.
We can't.
We can't. Because we got it with the nudge, and you didn't have to say the nudge and then do the nudge again.
So collectively, he's done 16 pumps to indicate nudging.
What's the problem?
And he said nudge twice.
What's the problem?
That's 8 nudges per nudge.
court Death reference, they had said, as like a little nudge to Marvel fans during one of the movies. I thought that's what they were going with. Then the movie comes out, I watch, I'm like, this is like shit.
It's not what I thought
It's
it was.
not exactly what I wanted. It's not exactly what they did in the comics. Again, going back, the remakes and stuff, you complain about that. You complain about there not being unique stories or games or anything. And now you want the exact thing that the comics did.
I don't want to hear that he wants to kill half the population because he thinks resources are going to run out. That's so lame. That's Apocalypse. That's not
That's not Apocalypse.
That's literally not Apocalypse.
Apocalypse wants the strongest. He's saying, hey, if we don't wipe out half the people, we're all gonna go.
That's Apocalypse. That's a different plot line from a different Marvel comic, and I'm okay with that if it was Apocalypse in this movie. It's not. And that kind of pissed me off because I definitely wanted to see that plot line, and it didn't happen. So
Pause. That is baby mode mentality. I wanted to see this thing and it didn't happen. I don't want to hear about him killing half the population for resources. I want this thing.
I didn't get the image of Iron Man apologizing over Cap's dead body in Civil War, and I didn't go, man, it's so lame because I didn't get that. I went, dang, I would have liked to see that, but it was good what they did.
And his only criticism is, yo, it's like Apocalypse, which is not.
Which is factually not based on the things you yourself have said, Phil.
Or anyway, now maybe it will. Maybe in the second half of Infinity War, which is Infinity War Endgame, will Lady Death will show up. You got one.
No. He explained his reasons for doing this.
Yeah, but maybe secretly.
That'd be so stupid.
No.
To appease babies like Phil?
No. Not stupid.
Instead of this dude going, yo, I'm kind of crazy. I'm trying to help the entire universe, so I'm gonna do it in a megalomaniac sort of way. I'm gonna do that. He just wants this. I'm trying to get this girl. Instead of this fleshed out backstory about this dude and his planet, and he's sad about it. And then they just go, Doctor Strange goes, what happens after you do all this? He goes, I'll sit down and smile over a grateful universe.
Then I rest.
But then Lady Death shows up and she's like, all right, you got my attention. Is that what Phil wants?
Yes.
Him going, I sit down and smile over a grateful universe. That's it. That's done. It's not for a lady. It's just what Phil wants. See, Phil just wants in Lady Death to just show up behind him and just goes, good job. And he goes, yeah, finally.
This is what I wanted for real, though. That my whole motivation was a lie. Thanks for your $20.
That whole stuff about my planet and cutting people in half and doing that to Gamora and doing that to the Asgardians, that was all a lie.
And then, how could he get the Soul Stone if the thing he loves most would be death?
Whoops.
Tension, and blah, blah, blah. Because what actually happens in the comics.
Wow, he's really going with the comics, though.
He just wanted a 1-for-1 adaptation.
I'm sure the Venom movie, Let There Be Carnage, is based roughly on Maximum Carnage. I'm not going to go, that's not the way it was done in Maximum Carnage. Most of the times I'll go, what happens in the comic is this and this and this. Not to degrade what happened in the movie, but just explain how it's different.
Yeah.
He's going, it's not like the comic, so it is bad. Phil is a piece of garbage.
He is really, he really, really is.
Lady Death shows up and he does get Lady Death's attention, but basically she still won't be with him, and he's like, what the fuck?
What's that shaking of a head?
He shook his whole body. He's just like, oh, my neck don't work no more.
He's in Ray Charles. What is he doing?
Still won't be with him, and he's like, what the
diagonal shake. That is a big no.
fuck do I have to do? And because he's so distracted, Nebula, which is one of his daughters, ends up stealing the gauntlet. And she becomes omnipotent for a short period of time until the heroes find a way to defeat her and trick her to get the gauntlet off of her, and then they win, basically. So, Nebula is still alive in the movies.
I don't know. He's just like, oh, she's still alive. Look out for that plot point. One stone killed in Ronan the Accuser. Ebony Maw in the beginning was like, no person in history has the ability to wield not one but 2 stones. But now Nebula's just gonna do all 5. After Thanos gets all 5, you see him just like, ah, as the power is coursing through his veins. Nebula's gonna be like, all right, mine now.
Nebula is still alive in the movies. Now, is she going to turn evil and end up getting the gauntlet by the end of this? I don't know. For me, I think they're going a completely original plot line. I don't think they're going to go by the comics at all.
Pause. You think it's that they're going in a completely original plot line.
They already are.
The man's motivation is completely different. Those who are fighting Thanos is completely different.
The good and the bad guys are different.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think they're going to go by the comics at all. I think it was interesting that they kept Tony Stark alive. Like, according to Doctor Strange's plan, it was worth giving the time gem up in order to save Tony Stark's life. So in the one possible future that Doctor Strange saw, Tony Stark must live. So obviously Tony Stark has some kind of major fucking influence on what's going to happen in this next movie. So I don't know. So someone just made a really good point. They said Thanos has gems. Oh, Cactus God said this. He says Thanos now has gems that could do anything. He could just make unlimited resources, therefore you wouldn't have to kill anyone, so his motivations make no fucking sense. I agree, like, it's stupid. It really...
No, he's a madman and an evil person.
This is my way.
Under the guise of helping people.
You can see when he broke in Loki's neck, he enjoyed it. Now, he still has respect for people with the Tony thing at the end. And probably Cap.
And that, hold up. That eye twitch was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who is
like,
you?
This is just some dude. What's going on here?
Wow.
Wow. Such a great moment, though. You're just going, you're holding me back, huh? Wow, look at that. Y'all see this?
Hey, man.
Let's give him a hand. Come on now.
An award. Hold up. Wow.
All right, now it's time for my stone. That was fun.
Like, the movie makes no sense. When you really think about it, why did Thanos decide to attack now? Why?
Because all the people failed him before, so he said he'll do it himself.
Why are the heroes also fucking stupid?
How are they stupid? What are they doing that is stupid?
What, the emotional thing that you wanted? In Thor throwing an axe and not hitting his head and then gloating about it?
Why is Thanos doing this? His motivation is terrible.
It's not terrible. He's a met, you know it. This is the ultimate Phil screenshot right here. Confused.
Just sort of, and slightly smug. Phil should not be allowed to review things.
No, absolutely not.
He's
He does
really
not,
bad at it.
His brain has absorbed too much gin to absorb information correctly.
So he's just mixing stuff together. Allegedly. In those leaks? Excuse me?
The gin is alleged. The alcohol absolutely is correct. The gin itself is alleged.
When he did his old review,
with Panda, and he's got that big old bottle,
monster fin that looked like the old 2-gallon jug of orange drink.
It's like a moonshine back in the day,
yeah,
where these hillbillies
huge jug.
Glue, glue. We just put it in the milk carton. It was huge.
And you acting like that stuff is long term?
And
no.
It was by his bedside. That's the crazy
ready,
thing.
willing, and able, just ready to go. Just bloop.
Like
Dude got a problem.
I have, I think, only 2 bottles of salted caramel whiskey downstairs. I had half a bottle with Brittany, and then they've sat there for like months, and they're just sitting there.
But Phil got a problem. Hey, I keep candy on my bed, so when I'm just like, yo, I want some candy and eat some candy, I got a problem. I want this right here, right now. Boom, candy, gone. Phil, that was just Phil, you need to stop. This is not a joke.
You see what I mean? Like, it seems like they wanted to make it more dumbed down, and when they did, it just doesn't make sense anymore. And that sucks, because 10 years of culmination for these action scenes and interactions between the heroes, it was great, but the plot sucked. Like, I wish the plot was much better in execution.
Pause. No, you want the plot to be the thing over there.
The thing you wanted, where love can make you emotional, and then you call a hero stupid because love made him emotional.
These are things that happened.
So is the hero stupid for that, and are you stupid for wanting it, or is neither stupid? Because it can't be both. It can't be either or.
It can be for Phil. Reality can be whatever you want if you feel, as long as you're on top and correct.
The plot sucked. Like, I wish the plot was much better in execution, and so far, I didn't like the plot of Infinity War. So I'm hoping with Endgame, they flip it on its head and they fix it. But for now, I'm just kind of meh. I wasn't too impressed with it. Okay?
Because you didn't get what you wanted.
Yeah.
All right, so a few shout-outs here. Your boy Bob did a 401-bit cheer and said, Happy New Year, mate. Thank you, your boy Bob. In fact, your boy Bob is now the top
Boy, I sure you missed them
cheer.
days.
I said, what would you do if you had the gauntlet and the power stones? You don't...
I'm glad he took that out of his fake lab arsenal.
Yes, this is terrible. It is. I wish if I just met somebody that did that, I'd be like, you mocking me or something? Was that just...
Oh, that's a fake laugh, ain't it? Okay.
Oh, that's a really fake laugh.
You ain't got to do
You
that.
didn't even try, huh? Okay, I guess I'm done here.
Hey, joke.
You all right? Got asthma or something?
Yes.
You had the gauntlet and the power stones. You don't want to know.
No engagement, no
No
fun
engagement.
here.
This is why nobody likes interacting with Phil.
Yeah.
You ask a question, a benign question. What would you do if you had that in the Power Stone? And he goes, you don't want to know. Eradicate all the black people. Unless it's
I
something
told
that
you
bad.
ain't want to know.
Unless it's something that bad, just say it. I think Phil is very poor at thinking on his feet.
Absolutely.
Like, if he knows roughly what he wants to talk about, he can go for hours. But the second you throw something new at him, it's just like, what type of music do you listen to? I don't listen to music.
Just like with the infinite resources. You can go somewhere with that, but he just goes, yes, you see what I mean? It's stupid. The heroes are dumb. The points that he already made.
Chase said Thor wanted Thanos to know who killed him as a big fuck you and to
Let's
get his
go.
revenge. Right. He's a stupid hero. So
Arrogant hero.
Arrogance. Big difference.
hero because they've got Thanos defeated. They're gonna take the gauntlet. off.
Pause. No. You see what he just did there? He did the in Naruto versus One Piece thing of Ino was important, Shino was important. They were both important. No, he just went, no, this was stupid and this factual thing was stupid. So they're both stupid. Everybody's just stupid, you see? Holy crap, I can't believe he just comboed that. Thanos wanted to know, and Thor wanted Thanos to know who killed him. Right, he's stupid. Peter Quill is also stupid. How does he, where's the connection there other than, oh, they're stupid and I'm right. I'm still right.
I'm always right.
I'm still right.
Got Thanos defeated. They're gonna take the gauntlet off of him, but he can't control his human emotions and rage, and he lets.
Pause. He wrote down can't control human emotions, and he repeated it for a second time. This was a talking point that he wanted to do, and he's gonna get it out because he said it the exact way, and he pumped his fist again.
Every time he sounds like a robot. He can't control his human emotions. They're just emotions. Why are you saying human and twice? I think Phil has a real disconnect with reality.
Absolutely.
Like, he does not see himself on the plane of other people.
He's got to be the most narcissistic dude I've ever seen. I can't think of anybody else because he just goes, there's a completely logical reason why this thing happened. Right, it was dumb. Just like this other thing that was dumb that I'm going to spend 3 times the amount of time talking about instead of what you just said.
Thanos get free. Thor has Thanos defeated, could easily just chop his fucking head off, but instead goes for the chest so he could say, oh, I killed you, and then it doesn't work.
Pause. Why does he act like Thor had the axe
In his hand.
Because he did the motion. Did he watch the movie or did he just read the spoilers again? Did he just wiki dive?
Shut up. I honestly don't know because it makes, so he says he threw the axe. He said it hit him in his chest, and then he goes, why couldn't he just chop off his head? Plus, the head is a harder target to. You know what? I'm not going.
Big old chest.
I'm not going into it with Phil.
Stupid heroes doing stupid things. That's why they always lose. I hate that.
The heroes have
Pause.
won every time before now.
But Thanos uses the Soul Stone to reverse her actions and ripped out the repair Mind Stone in Vision's forehead, killing him. Thor severely wounds Thanos with Stormbreaker, but Thanos activates it with the completed gauntlet by snapping his fingers. It doesn't say how it happened. This is the Wikipedia, so he might have just read the Wikipedia and he doesn't know exactly what happened.
And Wikipedia and spoilers.
Yes. All right. Perfect.
Right. On cue.
Perfect.
Ruby Atomic cheered and says, well, the writers had to condense 10 years of lore into 2 hours. I think that justifies some short footing. The amount of characters in the film to juggle and give them all equal time is incredibly complex, so I never questioned it. The task itself is colossal in size. Yeah, and you know what? I would actually say that in regards to all of the characters, I actually think the one Marvel character that got the short end of the stick was I almost said Black Cat. Black Panther. Like, even though he's in the movie,
That's fair.
barely has any impact besides commanding Wakanda to defend a stone. Outside of that, he barely does anything. But he had just had a very popular movie that was all about him, so maybe that's why they decided that, to make him a minor character, because he just had his own fucking movie. But you know, and then Captain America, he's cool in the movie, but like he really doesn't have much impact either. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the heroes, you can't really use them that much because there's too many heroes in one.
He saved Wanda and Vision.
Shut up.
The movie is vastly different if Captain America,
Also, shut up.
he brings together the heroes and then Hulk and them, and then he's the one that got them to Wakanda.
Thanos sends 2 people to Earth to go, hey, bring me the Mind Stone. And they almost did. They would have.
Yeah, they would have.
So,
If not for Captain
mean-
America.
it's a good track record of his minions and stuff, but okay, Phil, you go on.
Movie.
You go off.
What I liked in the original Infinity Gauntlet of Marvel
Jesus.
was that there was almost like every hero stepped up to face Thanos. Thanos was like, listen, I'm badass and omnipotent. None of you can fuck with me. I'll let you all come and face me one by one.
Pause.
Captain America.
That's what happened in the movie, though.
They
But
even
were all
ganged
slotted
up
away.
with the easiest of eases.
But if you're looking at pure one-on-ones, you got Hulk, you got Doctor Strange, you got Iron Man, you got Cap, you got Wanda. All of them. And if you're counting the people that he just stoned away, it's a lot more.
Iron Man, Hulk, all stepping up, trying to fight him. No one could beat him. And that was the cool thing. Like, he proved he was the ultimate badass, and it was himself that caused himself to lose. He had won. There was no way Thanos was going to lose. It was his own fault that he was defeated in the comics. So that's what I would have liked to have happened here. But sadly, now we have an omnipotent axe that hurts him. Okay, whatever you say.
Pause. But they were in the comics making an omnipotent beam that they believed could hurt him, but it just didn't.
And then the gauntlet just gets stolen. Cool.
It just gets taken. Oh man, you still don't want me? Hey, my glove. Cool.
For Vinicio for a resub, 3-month resub. And then I go on fishing as did Cat to the Avengers too. No, I actually watched it while she was at work. She's not interested in the Marvel Universe, Marvel movies or anything, so. Okay. Ruby Atomic says, wasn't there a second Infinity War in the comics? There were 3. There was Infinity Gauntlet. That was the original storyline where Thanos gets the gems, gets the gauntlet, and becomes omnipotent. Then there was Infinity War, where a new entity sought to reform the Infinity Gems into a gauntlet. And then there was Infinity Crusade, and that one got religious. And that one a lot of people hated because it added religious overtones, and a lot of people were like, what the fuck are they doing that for? I actually read some of that one, and I didn't even really like it that much. So there were 3 Infinity events in the Marvel
Thank you.
comics. I don't know,
There
at
were
least
3 again.
during the 90s. I don't know if they did another one after that, but during the 90s there were 3. So
What a perfect way to end it.
Guzzling a kickstart while you talk about Avengers.
As he desperately needs the energy.
I need
As he-
all the electrolytes, please.
Just does not remember what happened. As he actively just reads a wiki.
I mean, Phil's always an anomaly.
Oh, always. This is just a us thing. Shut up. You don't want
Shut
Phil. You know, whatever. Who cares? We're doing the in Daniel Green thing.
Yeah, we've added it to the stream so we can suffer double for y'all. So shut up about Phil.
Let us have ours.
Let us do us.
And you get to see this dude's review process. You get to see how his mind works.
And it don't.
And it do not.
Alright.
Boy.
More Phil, more gooder.
Right. And the worst thing is, this was 3 years ago. He's not changed an iota.
If anything, he's gotten worse.
Man.
Like, I would love to see Phil actually review a movie these days. Like, Halloween Kills just came out. It's not very good. I would love to see him go into that. Because I'm sure he would love it because of all the visceral deaths and blah, blah, blah. And all the callbacks. This is the man that rated Duke Nukem highly because it was a callback. That it was a buggy game that he rags about all the time.
Oh my goodness. What the was he doing? And they got a 18-year-old girl who wasn't even alive for the original to review this.
So
What does that mean?
whoever reviews the newest Mario got to be around since the 80s. What
an amazing person is what you were gonna say.
What a pig-headed individual.
What a always correct individual. I agree. Objectively.
Was this even his 10-year anniversary?
This?
With the shirt thing.
No. Because he had videos before that. But this is, I think, the 10 years of his channel, DSPGaming, DarksydePhil. I think. It wasn't. I'll say that. It was some...
So he's always correct, huh?
He's always correct. Why would he sell a shirt like that that's gonna be out of date in a year?
So you could always have it. So when you see Phil at a convention... Oh, wait, never mind.
So much you can just wear it around the house. You're like, yeah, Phil. Or just go outside and do like 10 years of DarksydePhil.
Sure.
Are you proud of that? Are you proud to wear that?
There's people that were still rocking a decade of destruction 17 years into Kane and Undertaker's tenure.
But that's Kane and Undertaker.
And this is DarksydePhil. He's on the same level.
Undertaker.
Sir, he's on the same
This
level.
is Phil.
Sir, are you going to be watching that Escape the Undertaker thing?
I want to, but I don't want to.
Same. I love the New Day. I am okay on Undertaker. I do not want...
It is at the same time of just like, I really want to see this. And then like, I couldn't care less.
It's like once I hit the button, I'm in. But the process to hit that button is so gargantuan.
The thing is that grabs me is not only the New Day thing, but it's also kind of like a choose your own adventure. So that was just like, that's interesting.
But they did the same thing with Babadook, I think, or Babadoosh for Black Mirror.
Really?
Yeah. So that one is just like, where are they gonna go? So you choose your own Black Mirror episode.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. All right. We're out of here. Don't know what we're doing next. Y'all bastards voted on Demon Slayer month to such a degree that it's almost unbelievable.
There's no point in voting for anything else. It's just gonna happen.
The movies was due.
It was.
I couldn't believe
it. I don't understand people. But any clue when we're gonna do it? Because somebody in the comments made a good point that was just like, hey, JoJo month should be when part 6 come out, and this was just like, shouldn't this be when part 2
finishes up?
The season 2
Yeah, I was thinking like December for Demon Slayer month.
Cause that's when it really starts up. Because that's like right when the train arc ends.
Okay. I think we can do a part 6 video and not necessarily do a month. So probably February is then probably.
We could probably squeeze another month in.
Yeah.
That's the case. Who knows? Hey, who knows?
Maybe we'll do movies month since it was number 2.
Since it was number 2, yeah, that makes a bit of sense. And we'll probably have some more. Because we do have a lot of Demon Slayer videos, including 3 separate ones from Nux Taku. And then I'm sure people will rent free, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm sure people will be appreciative of it being the new year and us and the lift on anime wins being up.
You know what? Yeah, so we can hit the live streams and stuff. That makes a lot of sense. You mean Triton?
There's other people that got some votes with the viewer request.
Yeah, I understand. But it's Triton.
It's mostly Triton.
Because when he was like, hey, the Mugen Train, you guys gonna do that? Like recently, he was like, and I was like, yeah, maybe we will for Demon Slayer month. And then the other dude was just like, sad ding, and I just remembered about what happened there, and I'm just like, I could not hear the sniveling.
No, because that's sniveling. Oh my goodness! And we're gonna have to watch the movie.
Oh yeah. This is double bad.
We didn't need to watch Infinity War.
We did not need to watch Infinity War.
Oh my goodness. What a piece of
I started Infinity War at 3 a.m. I ain't go to sleep till like 5:30.
Oh, whatever.
I set an alarm to wake up in time so we could do this and I could properly eating stuff before work. Got like 6.5 of sleep.
And basically nothing came.
Basically nothing.
But remembering a specific line or two.
We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop watching and reading things to gain the knowledge.
The one time that we don't.
You know it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna have to go, we gotta scrap the first 6 minutes of revisiting because we gotta read. It sucks. Dressrosa was a waste.
That was the biggest way. Oh my. What a horrible episode. What the was he thinking?
Dude, Grand Line Reviews is really bad. It's so much just, hey, what's your wildest theories? Hey, check out this wild theory. See, that's the problem of pigeonholing yourself into one genre or one series.
There's only so much that you can do.
There's only so much
before you start going into the slop territory
or retreads. All right, we're out of here
again for the 4th time.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Whatever we're doing next, whatever
we want to do.
That's what it's all about.